Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. It is July 20th, the next to last Wednesday of the month. New comic book day, of course, the best day of the week. We have a lot of great stuff to show you guys today. Oh, my goodness. Lots of new comic books, tons of independent covers. Oh, my goodness. And the annual Overstreet comic book price guide. The 52nd edition just hit the stands. We got this cover, this hardcover. Sold out of the soft covers of this one on pre-orders, but we'll get more in if you need that cover. This one too, the three witches on that cover, and we have a soft cover version of that. And this cover, that's from the old Golden Age heroes, which I think are in public domain now. Dynamite's been doing stories with these guys. And, of course, a softcover version of that as well. If you are not familiar with the Overstreet comic book price guide and you are actively involved in the comic book collecting hobby, good morning, Estevan. Good to see you this morning. If you're not familiar with this, the Overstreet comic book price guide is what's known as the Bible of our industry. This book has every comic book of any significance that was ever published inside of here. There are articles about this past year's sales and trends in comic books. Tons of cool ads, actually. The ads in the Overstreet are actually fun to look at. And just a lot of cool articles, as well as a section that tells you how to determine the condition of your comic book. And that's valuable. And the rest of the book, as you can see, is a price guide. And it breaks it down from just good condition all the way to near mint minus, which is what you would expect your comic book to be on the newsstand. What they call newsstand mint is near mint minus, basically. Good morning, Willow Bloom Doodle. Hey, Gary Grant, good to see you. So the Overstreet comic book price guide has been around in comic books. Gosh, this is the 52nd edition, so not quite as old as me, but it's been around for quite a while. And so I highly recommend, if you're a comic book fan, to pick one of these up. And it's an education. It's like getting a college degree in comic books. Between this and Wikipedia, you'll know everything about comic books there ever was. So here they are, finally at last. This thing comes out once a year. And if you missed last year's copy, I still have 2 copies left. And they're going at half price to anybody who knows the secret word today. So there's just one for you out of nowhere. If you need last year's copy, you can get it at half price if you know the secret word. If not, belly up to the bar and pay full price. But we'll give you the secret word in a little while. Mr. Happy is standing by with our secret word. But we have, oh my gosh, so many comic books this week. It was a great big stack. We have winning the stack is the independents. Collectively, they beat out Marvel and DC. We got about looking like a 4.5-inch stack of indies and about a 3-inch stack of Marvel and about a 3-inch stack of DC. So look, 10-inch stack of comic books this week, kids. So that's pretty healthy stack. Can't complain about that. We also got this really cool toy in. We carry some Funkos, mostly the superhero related stuff or some pop culture thing. But anyway, we got this. That's a reproduction in the background of the cover of Batman #1 from, I think it was 1940, 1942. I forget the year exactly. Let's see. Does it tell us on the cover, on the back? Does it give us any information at all? It gives us this on the back. And, of course, you have the little Batman Funko Pop in there. Pretty cool. BX Dad of 3, good to see you there, sir. So there's this cool thing. If you're a Batman fan, you know you want this. You know you have to have this. We have them here at the Comics Club for you. So great fun stuff there. Okay, let's set this aside and show you what else we got in. And we got some cool stuff there. We got some great variant covers to show you as well. But let me show you a couple of restocks. We got some Batman restocks in. If you're a Batman fan, we got a restock on some of this Batman Volume 2, City of the Owls from the New 52 series. And Legends of the Dark Knight. This collects 1 through 8 of Legends of the Dark Knight. Volume 1 of the Court of the Owls. You saw Volume 2. This is Volume 1. So get them both if you need them. Also from the New 52, Death of the Family trade paperback, where the Joker loses face, quite literally. Contagion, the story of the fall of Gotham, where a terrible outbreak of a disease strikes. We don't know anything about that in modern society, but a disease spreads through Gotham, and Batman finds himself in a quandary. A new trade that's just hitting the stands today got an interesting theme. It's called Weed Magic. Weed Magic. And it's according to High Times Magazine. Anybody familiar with High Times Magazine? This is laced with humor from the first page to the last panel. And Forbes magazine says Weed Magic lights up New York Comic Con. So I guess it's about weed. I don't know what else it would be about. So if you're into weed, here's a book to entertain you. I don't know. Can you read on weed? I don't know. Star Wars: The Mandalorian Season 2. This is a special collector's edition. This is Volume 1 of Season 2 collector's edition. They're going to be coming out with more. So that's fun. If you're a Mandalorian fan, that's for you. And if you're a horror fan, Shudder number 6 hitting the stands at the Comics Club today. Shudder magazine. Horror as you like it. My assistant can get the door because I'm not alone today. I have my daughter Aubrey here helping me out. So she's going to take care of, I think we got UPS there or somebody. Thank you, Aubrey. So this is all the variants for the week. Last Spot Standing, number 3. This is a 1 in 10 variant for Transformer fans. Mad Balls. Were you a Garbage Pail Kids and Mad Balls fan when you were a kid? Did you get these? Did your parents allow you to have them? This is Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids, number 1. There's been Garbage Pail Kids comic book before, I believe, and I believe there's also been a Mad Balls comic, but I don't think they've crossed them over before this. But the reason why I'm going to take this one out and show you, this is the variant cover that's a wraparound. I just love that. You gotta love that, right? So, I know a lot of kids, their parents wouldn't let them have this. I was a little bit too old for Garbage Pail Kids, but I still thought they were hilarious. I'd buy a pack once in a while just for kicks. So, just on the top of the glass right there is fine. Yeah, that's fine, sir. Thank you. Godzilla versus Power Rangers, number 4. It's 1 in 10. This has been a super hot comic. Thanks a lot, man.
No doubt. I got one more for you.
Oh, great. Spider-Man, Superman, World's Finest, number 5. And Star Wars, Han Solo, Chewbacca, 1 in 25. He has another one.
I know.
Oh. And Star Wars, number 25, 1 in 25. That's Star Wars. It's a Han Solo 1 in 25. It's got Christensen, I believe that's his name, something like that, on there. Are you a Rocketeer fan? This is a Virgin cover for the Rocketeer. His jetpack is destroyed. Looks like a crash plane behind him, and he's just barely made it. Thank you, sir. Be safe. Grimm. One of the hottest comics right now on Earth is Grimm. Everybody seems to be in love with this bit of horror. And this is the 1 in 10 Virgin variant cover. And last but not least, Grimm number 3, 1 in 25 Virgin variant cover. This is a Jenny Frison cover. Does that look a little bit like David Bowie to you? Or is it just me? Bowie fans, you tell me. Is this Bowie from, what was that, Labyrinth? This is a Labyrinth look, I believe. So that's fun. There are the variants. So what shall we dive into? There are so many indies. Let's just dive into the indies right away. What do you say? There are just so many of them. All right. Where Starships Go to Die, #2 from Aftershock Comics. Aftershock. They've been putting out a lot of comics for the last few years. It's actually a little bit shocking, speaking of shock, Aftershock, how much independents have exploded since the pandemic hit. It's just, we've been seeing more, I think, now than ever before. Sales for independent comics in our store have skyrocketed in months, but you never know which one. Got to test them out. Come and try a new comic book on New Comic Book Day. And Grimm is one of the hottest comics. What, Mr. Happy? Oh, Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy was shocked that I didn't tell you that secret word is shock. That's right, it's shock. But like Mr. Happy's new look, he has this bow and he's done his hair a little bit differently. Nobody commented on last time, and he felt a little like nobody even notices me. But Mr. Happy, people do notice you. Yeah, they do. They notice your secret word because they come in and use it in the store. And the secret word today is, and for all week, shock. And if you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off of any single item in the store that's not already discounted, or a few other restrictions apply. But generally, just about everything. If you're a discount club member or a subscriber, that secret word will get you 20% off any single item. So come on down. Thank you, Mr. Happy. And we'll see you next time. All right. Thank you, Mr. Happy. Grimm #3. And Grimm #3 has this nice, shiny, foily cover. Just like Berserker is doing. And, of course, this cover of Grimm. So lots of Grimm coming at you this week. Yes, that does look like Bowie. I know it does, doesn't it? It's his labyrinth look, right? Gunslinger Spawn, issue #10. And they give us a little tease of what we're going to see next issue in Gunslinger Spawn. Coming in August. Check it out. Hellboy, BPRD. Hellboy and the BPRD Time is a River miniseries. Or is it a one-shot? I'm not certain. There's no number on it. It's #1. But is it a one-shot? Is it a miniseries? I don't know. Let's see if we can find out real quick. What we got? Does it say the end at the end? Yep, the end. It's a one-shot. Hey, another knock at the door. Who is that? You recognize him? Okay, UPS. So, this is Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man #31. If you like your horror and little stories, there you go. Ice Cream Man. Jennifer Blood. A couple different covers coming at you for Jennifer Blood. Lego. Ninjago. Ninjago, thank you. Ninjago Garmadon. Garmadon. If you are a Lego fan, Lego's got comic books now. Life Zero, as in Life Nothing. And that is from Ablaze Comics. That's issue. What issue is it? Got a number on here for us? Issue 6, I believe. So yeah, this is one of those that you a little bit of extra art on the back. Pretty cool. This looked interesting. Little Red Ronin, book 1. This little girl who is a Ronin. Is she a girl? I'm not certain. I think she has a tail, so maybe it's a creature. Yes, he has a Superman curl. That's correct. How you doing, Pops? Thanks. You're welcome. NYX or Nix, I'm told. I'm not certain. Is it Nix? Is it NYX? But beautiful artwork. Cover number 8. Rocketeer fans, we showed you the Virgin cover for this one earlier. Loving that. The Great Race. And we also got this cover Rocketeer, all patriotic there. How cool is that? I'm loving that cover, actually. I guess we're just going to have to add that one to the stack, too. So we got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Best of Snake Eyes, one shot. You're a G.I. Joe fan? You're very welcome there, Pops. We love the Pop Vinyls. Triskelly? Triskelly? How do you pronounce that? Number 2. Rad Wraith. Number 2. That's one Rad Wraith. That word rad also came out after my time. Playthings. Number 2. This is a very disturbing cover. Just letting you know. Disturbing cover coming up. Okay. Yikes. Artist Elite number 1. We got a couple different covers here. Actually, a few. You know, I'm a sucker for redheads. That's a great one. This one all dark and mysterious. All this premiering different characters created by indie artists. Scott Snyder. Dark Spaces Wildfire, number 1. This looks intriguing. But it's Scott Snyder, so, you know, it's probably going to be good. Bunch of covers. So these are firefighters, I guess, of some sort. Like firefighters. On the back, you get little bits of the main characters, I guess. Loving those back cover extras. Transformers Last Bot Standing, number 3. Hitting the stands today. Star Trek Mirror War. Alice Ever After. This is a story about Alice in Wonderland after Alice is growing up. And warning, there's drug use involved. I love that cover. That is cool stuff. This one cracked me up. I read it yesterday. It absolutely cracked me up. It's hilarious. I don't have hardly any copies left. We'll see what happens. But let's see here. That's She Bites. It's about a very unusual little girl. Maybe you can guess by the logo what that's all about. After School. This is issue number 2. This is going to be a very controversial issue because it deals with an evil stork that is trying to force this young woman to have a baby. It's a giant evil stork that is trying to force her to have, you know, in the old stories, you know, the stork brought a baby to the new parents. That's how babies came. The stork brought them. Well, in this one, the stork basically is a giant evil monster that is forcing this woman to have this child. It's a pretty clear metaphor of what's happening today. So there you go. There's that. And, you know, just because here we are, it's Florida Man. Yes, indeed. It's Florida Man. Strange visitor from the subtropics with powers after he's been drinking far beyond those of sober men. Florida Man. Who can change the course of reason to unreason. Bend truth in his bare mouth. but who disguised as a tourist but actually lives here? It's Florida Man. The Shaolin Cowboy, number 3. Great stuff. If you like Daro's artwork, wow. He has not let us down once again, as usual. This is just an insane story. I don't even know how to describe it. You've got to pick up a copy and have a look. Seven Sons, Part 2. This looks interesting. That is that Jim Lee's art on the cover, right? Jay Lee, not Jim Lee. Jay Lee. It's not a wraparound. Looks like a wraparound, but it's not a wraparound. Young Hellboy, number 1 of 4. Assault on Castle Death. Young Hellboy. If you like your Hellboy young, there he is. A Calculated Man, number 2. He doesn't need a calculator. He is a calculated man. Do a Power Bomb, number 2. I don't know what number 1 was about. It's kind of strange. Interesting. And it's got cool back cover art. So there's that. I don't know what it's about, but come and have a look. You know, I just noticed this on the back cover here. This is the Aftershock, Calculated Man from Aftershock Comics. This is funny. Read dangerously. You'll have to pause it and have a look at that if you're on the rewind, because it's very interesting. So, in there somewhere. Near mint copy. It's not very fun. Angel, number 7. Showed you the Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids. This is one of the covers. There's several. They're all cool. I think I remember that card. Actually, it's a mashup of all of them, or a lot of them. Blink. This is Blink issue number 1. 25th anniversary of Oni Press, by the way. Blink. And another cover of Blink. And then there's this cover of Blink. Oh, it looks like the eyes have it in that one. Don't hate me. Armorclad, number 5. Armorclad's number 5 from Valiant Comics. I glanced at that and I thought it was Darth Vader for a second. It looks like Vader's helmet a little bit. Oh, good morning there, big O FGCU42. Juan Hernandez, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you guys. Bloodstained Teeth hitting the stands today. Issue number 4. And a little bit of back cover art for you. Love the back cover art, guys. Keep it coming. Bunny Mask, the Hollow Inside, number 3. And here's another one of those Read Dangerously advertisements for Aftershock Comics. Read dangerously. I like that slogan. It's pretty good. Not as good as Read brings out the hero in you, but read dangerously. I kind of like it. Try something new, because that's happiness. Happiness is reading a new comic book on New Comic Book Day. Red Sonja. That was Samurai Sonja. I kind of blew past. Samurai Sonja, and this is Samurai Sonja. That's the cosplay. And Samurai Sonja. And last but not least, 3 covers of, I'll give you my favorite. Well, it's kind of hard to choose, but I think I'll go with that one, my favorite on the last. There you go. That one's really great. But I think this is the winner, personally. I'm liking that one. Prophet, being brought back to life by Image Comics. I love it. All right. If anybody was wondering on that last one who that's Rob Liefeld artwork. Rob Liefeld. Nice stuff, Rob. Good stuff. All right. So, what do we move into? What do you say we look at Marvel next? All right. Marvel is up to bat. Hey, there's a lot of comics. What's the time? It's 11:25. I'm going to have to zip through this. Have things to do before the store opens. So, Star Wars number 25. She-Hulk number 5. Got a couple different covers. Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse, issue number 4. Liking those covers. She's a Iron Man there, I guess. It's the Gwenverse. She could be anything. She could be anyone. Gwen Stacy as Stan Lee. Well, Star Wars number 25. And another Star Wars 25. And Star Wars 25. And those are the pilots, I think. Released a couple. And a classic battle between Vader and the Emperor. Han Solo and Chewbacca, number 4. Moon Knight was very disappointing this week. We have 2 different covers of Moon Knight, but I only have one to sell because every single copy of the other cover came damaged. I don't know if you remember. If you're a Moon Knight fan, you probably do remember locally here because a couple issues back, we had the exact same problem. Half of the covers were destroyed in shipping. So, unfortunately, until I get the other one in, this is the only Moon Knight cover I have in stock that's not damaged. Very disappointing. You know, the distributors really do try. They've been double boxing and padding around, but when you have UPS throwing your boxes instead of just treating them gently and there's paper inside, you know, they treat everything as if they're super padding or something. These things don't have enough padding no matter what. It's paper inside. If you throw the box, it's going to land and damage it. Okay, enough said. Venom number 4. It's one of the ongoing frustrations. Getting comics on New Comic Book Day, they come damaged. Everybody's disappointed. And it cuts into our sales, which makes it more difficult for us to make a living. Deadpool, issue number 3, Deadpool Bad Blood. Deadpool looking very thick on the cover there. Thick comic. Alien. You know, there's never just one alien. This guy's in deep trouble. He doesn't even know it. I don't know. Maybe he does. But look what's coming. Predator. Not yet. Soon. Hunt. Kill. Repeat. That's Predator. And Avengers. Speaking of Predator, Avengers. Look at that. Avengers number 58 has a Predator cover. Judgment Day. Just so you know, everybody, we had tons of damages in Marvel shipping this week. A whole bunch of stuff. So we have limited stocks on just about everything. Lost a slab like that, bottom broken shipping. It's very frustrating, isn't it, when you're expecting your wonderful comic and then, boom, become damaged. And that's what happened this week. A lot of our Judgment Days were damaged. Our Moon Knights were damaged. We had a whole bunch of different things come damaged. Defenders, number 1, did not come damaged. A throwback cover there. I like it. Loki, young Loki. Look at he's the Mad Hatter. It's like we got an Alice in Wonderland theme there. And then this cover. And I'm liking what they did on the back. Look here. Actually, it's not on the back. It's an actual kind of wraparound. It is a wraparound. Not your traditional wraparound. There's two different pieces of art there. But the background all flows together. Pretty cool. I'm liking it. So we got to, if you're interested, because it has a different cover, we have Fortnite Marvel Zero War #1 second printing. It does not have a code. There's no code for a skin, but it's a different cover art. And for you completist collectors, you might want to pick up this copy. Iron Man #21. A couple interesting covers. This next one's my favorite by far. That one's nice. But you got Alex Ross here. Look at that. That is just Iron Man having a tough day there. Knights of X #4. Somebody outside banging on stuff. Maestro #5. World War M. Amityville. The Marvels, issue #12. Speaking of wonderful artwork. Alex Ross. Miles Morales. Spider-Man issue #40. I think a few of these got damaged too. The new Fantastic Four. I like this cover. Our Savage Spider-Man is another one. We had several of them damaged. Avengers, we had damage for Avengers. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, issue #1. And there's Marvel for you. What time we got? We're going to have to really zip through DC fast. We had so much to show you today. I hate to hurry through them, but we're going to have to. Okay, the Flash number 784 on the stands today. Jurassic League, #3 of a 6-part miniseries where all the heroes are dinosaurs. This is Darkseid playing with his little dinosaur toys in the Justice League. So, Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes, #4 of 6. Looney Tunes. This is, unfortunately, he has chicken pox. Well, it could be worse. I guess he could have monkey pox. That seems to be going around. We can only hope that it's limited to only the politicians, especially the Washington ones. Nightwing, #94. Aquaman and the Flash, Void Song, issue #2. What the heck is that all about? It's an interesting team up, though. Artemis Wanted, #1. There's this cover, which I think is pretty cool. But this cover, I think, is even cooler. But somebody pointed out to me something interesting that's like, what is she doing? Is she sniffing her own underarm there? What is that? But I still like the art. It looks awesome. And World's Finest, Batman, Superman. Superman should get done. Just saying. Batman, Superman, World's Finest, issue #5. I got to go with that one. Look at those eyes. Wow. Batman, The Knight, issue #7 of 10. A couple different covers for you. There's a Zatanna on there. Okay. Black Adam, number 2. I'll save my favorite cover for last. This was cool, though. And look at that one. This is obviously after a very famous piece of artwork, but what is the artwork? Who is the original artist who did this that people have done homages to so many times? Is it Escher? I'm not certain. Pretty cool, though. If anybody knows, please enlighten me. Blood Syndicate, Season 1, number 3. Couple different covers for you. Catwoman, number 45. Couple different covers for you there. I love that one. Like neon going on there in the background. Neon, meow. All out war between DC and vampires. It's DC versus vampires, all out war. So we're almost to the end here. We got Duo, issue number 3. And then, last but not least, Dark Crisis, Young Justice. That's issue number 2. And there you have it, fans. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We got one more show next week for this month of July, and that'll finish us up then. Don't forget to leave a comment down below so you can get entered into the monthly drawing, and we'll do the drawing the first Wednesday of August. That's August 3rd. So be sure to join us on that. Get those comments done down below after the show. And in the meantime, don't forget, read. It brings out